welcome to the road to 1 million US dollars. Let's get right into the Bitcoin chart for today. One quick note here, yesterday I didn't upload because literally nothing had changed since I did my analysis the day before. Basically, we were just looking at the CME gap and this ascending trend line here. And I was giving a warning signal for a potential reversal, which we then ended up seeing. So I just let that play out over the past 2 days. And we have also now seen that RSI reset back to the downside. Besides that, on this 1 hour time frame, I noticed that some people were talking about this symmetrical triangle pattern, which technically has a price target of 89,000 in the Bitcoin price. Personally, I am not trading this pattern, but I just thought I would share it with you guys so you are aware of what some other people might be looking at. Either way, personally, I just prefer using this descending trend line right here, where so long as we are below this descending trend line, we are simply trending down right now. And I am taking a look at this on the 2 hour time frame. Besides that, we should also take a look at some of these retracement levels here. So in this case, I took a retracement from the bottom of this wick to the top of this swing here. And notice how right now we actually just got rejected from that 0.382 Fibonacci level sitting at 98.1K. But the most important level to actually hold is the 0.65 level sitting at 95.1K. Then we might find some support around this 0.786. But of course, after losing that, we are looking at 91K in the Bitcoin price once again. So to simplify here, Bitcoin is simply trending down over time, and we can look towards these Fibonacci levels to the downside as levels of support, and we can look towards these Fibonacci levels to the upside as some short-term resistance. So that is personally what I will be focusing on over the next probably couple days. Besides that, on this 1 week time frame, we are still simply seeing this bearish divergence playing out, which typically points towards a break from all of this bullish price action that we have been seeing here over the last months. And usually this would play out in the form of some choppy sideways price action or potentially some bearish momentum on that 1 week time frame. But one thing to take note of is that we have actually been chopping sideways for quite some time already. In this case, already 2 months of literally just trading sideways for Bitcoin. Now, of course, we should also talk about invalidation for this bearish divergence, which would be if we either break above this descending line on the RSI or if we break above this ascending line in the Bitcoin price. But either way, right now we are seeing some bearish momentum, but at the same time, if you just zoom out a bit, we are basically just trading sideways here. Next, moving on to the Bitcoin liquidation heat map. First of all, on the 2 week Bitcoin liquidation heat map, this is showing us that most of the liquidity is to the upside. Although on this highest time frame, we do still have a bunch of liquidity to the downside, sitting at about 86K in the Bitcoin price. So of course, so long as we are in this downtrend, but more importantly, we are not getting daily candle closes above 107,000 in the Bitcoin price, then we should be open to the possibility of us eventually reaching this 86,000 US dollar level, because that's where we have a bunch of liquidity. So this will probably not be a popular opinion. I am fully aware of that, but I have been saying the same thing over and over again. Even when we were trading at these highs, I said we needed to get a candle close above 107K before we can consider another big move to the upside. And of course, right now, when we're trading at 97, it looks really obvious, but it wasn't that obvious at the time when I was saying it, because usually everyone's bullish at the highs and then they are bearish at the lows. Either way, that's just something to take note of for now. Next, let's move on to the Bitcoin ETF flow tables. Yesterday, we saw a net inflow of about $340 million into the Bitcoin ETFs. So overall, this is still looking bullish for the week here. And that's about it for today. Not too much happening in the charts at the moment, but hopefully we're going to get some volatility and some momentum back in the market here. Either way, this has been today's market update. Thank you very much for watching once again, and I will see you tomorrow in the next one.